Hi everybody, welcome back to my channels, and in this video I'm going to show you the new Transformer Optimus Prime by the 30. Now I got this one for the 185 pound on the pre-order from the kapowtoy.co.uk, and I have been waiting for this figure for a long time. And as soon as I saw the photos on the 30 website, I just tried to work out all the costs and the VAT, shipping costs, and everything. And the Kapow toys are selling it at a reasonable price actually. And in fact, all the UK sellers are selling about 185 pound or about 200 pound around that marks. So I think this is the price that the 30 set for the UK retailer, I think. And if you get it from directly from 30, it's a little bit cheaper if you include the shipping costs and VAT and everything. So it will end up about similar price as well. So I think it's really good price. And considering that this is a DLX, figures with a die-cast skeleton, and it's about 30 centimeter tall, about 28 centimeter for sure. But what you're getting is incredible piece of figures. It's a beautiful art, I would say. You might say that, okay, Picasso and painting and stuff, they are all beautiful. Well, I will also say this is the same as well to my eye. Considering this is the 185 pound for what you're getting here, it's well worth the money. It's every penny is definitely worth it. Metal build Gundams are so expensive, and it's at least 220 pounds, that's for sure, and you only get about 7 inches tall, all right? But this is just on another level, and it's not expensive hot toys, right? So if you are a new collector, if you are starting in the collecting hobbies, and I will definitely recommend you to start looking at DLX line from the 30, especially their Transformer line, and also they are now doing the Marvel line as well. I see the Iron Patriot is also coming out from 30. I'm gonna get it on pre-order for sure. And I have the Iron Man, and I am absolutely blown away with the quality from 30 for that one as well. Now this figure is also the same. It is absolutely brilliant figures. I am really excited by it. Now let's look at all the accessories that come with it. So obviously you got quite a few different pair of hands. So you got normal relaxed hands, and you got a little bit spread out hand as well. You got a pair of fists, and so you got all the usual hands here. And then you also have a swappable mouth guard, which is like this. And I'm not gonna use this one. I use the one with the mouth style, because I have the other figures on the mouth guards like this. So I'm just gonna keep it on the mouth one. Also, you have this one that attached to one of the gun. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this is for, and to make it look a bit more flash, I suppose. And rather than red color, you got blue color covering your arm. So I don't really see the use of this really, so I'm not gonna use that. Other than that, I have absolutely no complaint here whatsoever. If you ask me for a scales 1 out of 10, I would definitely say this is 10 out of 10 for sure. And let's get a closer look on this guy. And so you can appreciate all the details that this guy come with it. So let's start with the guns, right? So the guns is absolutely brilliant. So if I zoom in a little bit, so you can see how all these little different colors that they have put here is amazing. And also you got this energon soul. So you got the 2 iron blaster, and you got this energon soul as well. So what I really like is that you got different translucent orange color, and also the it's kind of like a foggy color as well. So you got 2 different tone on the soul. And also I like this Cybertronian wording in here everywhere, even though I don't exactly know what they mean, but okay, I don't really mind. I just like the detail of this one. And all you gotta do is slot it into this gap here, and that's it. And also it is possible to have the weapon both of them on the hands, right? So you can have an energon soul and also the gun together. Now the only thing that I've noticed is this is a little bit strange, right? So you got this gun with this I don't know what this piece is. This thing is sticking out on this side, so it's kind of flash on this side. When you put the sword and the gun together, you got nothing actually sticking out, right? This is actually good. What I'm surprised is on the other hand is also the same gun style as well. So I was hoping that they put this, whatever this piece is, on this side, so that it will be more flash on the with the sword and the gun together. But this one kind of sticking out, which is kind of annoying, and that's the only things that if I have to, complain or make a nitpick on all the little detail, I think that's the only little thing I would say on that. Otherwise, everything else in this figure is absolutely brilliant. I mean, it has so many little moving parts, I just don't know where to even start. So the paint job is amazing, all the weathering effects and all the little detail, all the flame effects. It's just crazy. I mean, you got all the gold color. They look so realistic. It's unbelievable. This is insanely beautiful, piece of figures here. I just don't know how to say this, and I'm lost for word really. And they could have, put a bare minimum efforts on here, but they actually didn't. What I'm really impressed is that all the attention to detail, the engineering that goes into this figure is absolutely brilliant, right? So let's start with the head, right? So the head, you have this mouse face that I put it in. I swap it with the standard mouth guard. And another complaint I would say is a tiny little eye. That's the only thing I would say. You can put the LED light in there. You got 2 battery on it, and the LED light is so tiny, and you barely notice that there is eyes there. That's the only little issue that I have. And to swap the mouth guard is easy. You just take out the ear, and then you swap the other ear out as well, and then you just pull this out and you just replace it, and that's it. It's very simple, The battery is behind the head as well, so you just unscrew the top. You just take the cover up, and then that's it, and it's very easy to do. It has a ball joint, so you can actually swivel and you can look down, look up. It's decent range actually. So articulation in 3.0 is amazing. I never had any problem with it. And another thing that I noticed is come with this 2-door, which you have to pack it in yourself, and it doesn't actually attach together. So that is nice and easy to do, and you just pull it in. And then you got so many moving parts, so many pieces that you can easily take it out. For example, like this, it doesn't have any screw or any peg or magnet or whatsoever. You just pull it out and pull it back in just like that. I'm not exactly sure what they are for. I have a feeling that they're all designed for intentionally to go with the Jetfire. I think they can easily swap pieces around, all the little parts around to make it all fit together to create the ultimate Optimus Prime, basically. And you can also move all the little pieces here, and then you can move your arm, biceps, and all these stuff. This is incredible. All the joints are kind of stiff actually, so you kind of have to put a little bit pressure on it and be careful not to damage too many little plastic around. So you can see that you can move your arms, you can swivel the bicep like this, for example, and then you can also have a very decent range of double joints on the hands. Look at that, right? So this is really, really nice, and all the little painted details are there as well. Oh my lord, it's just so beautiful. I love this figure a lot. I'm really, really pleased with these figures, I have to say. It's well worth the money. Every single penny that I pay for this figure is definitely worth it. So, and also, you got all the little pieces here that you can actually move on the chest part, and also all the little detail inside it if you look at it there. So they did not, cheapskates and put very bare minimum efforts or anything like that. They put so much details into it. Look at this, all little pieces that you can actually see, and it's just beautiful. You can move all these pieces as well. And then you got 2 joints here, one on the waist and the one on the bicep on the chest as well. So basically what I'm trying to say is you can turn this whole waist 360 degree. All right, and also if you hold your waist and then you can actually turn your chest as well. It is a little bit stiff, but you can actually turn. You can see that I turn a little bit now, but they don't have a lot of range on the chest part. And maybe you can, but I don't want to push it too far here to break anything. So, but it is possible. Articulation in this figure is not going to be a problem whatsoever. And all these little things here that you can actually move as well. I don't exactly know what this is about, but yeah, you can move. And the wheel can also actually spin. All right, you can spin the wheel, and then these wheels can actually move away as well to have more range for the legs to actually kick and move and all kind of stuff around. And then at the back, I think this is for the dynamic stand to actually pack it in there. If you're not using dynamic stand, which is like me, and then just leave it like that. And then inside here on the legs, and you can see all the little details here. It's just incredible. Oh my lord, look at this, all the little details inside that. Typical 3.0, right? So they have this, if you crouch your body, and you can see here, and all the little details in there as well. They don't actually, they could have just hide it with simple plastic here or leave it completely gaps here, but they didn't do that. They actually put all the efforts to make it all the little details as much as possible. So that is something that I actually respect their company about. Look at this. This is beautiful. Who does it? Like most of the company, they're just gonna put nothing on it or like a completely hollow part in there. But 3.0 don't do that kind of stuff, which is really nice. And then all the detail on the leg. Let's look at the legs now. And all the gold parts here, these are also incredible. I love this, all the little pieces. And also this piece you can actually move away to cover your knee joint. And obviously you can actually put all the legs to sideways as possible, but I don't want to go too far yet. And then you can also fold your knee. Look at that. That is a decent range. Okay, and if I bring it down, and you might say, oh, there's space here, this is kind of ugly. Don't worry about it. You got this blue flags to cover it up, which is nice. And if I bring it down, and these are die-cast skeleton, by the way, right? So it's all nice and solid, and you don't feel cheap quality here whatsoever. Everything feel like a premium quality. And all these little things you can also move about. I don't exactly know what they are for. Maybe they're for the Jetfire again. I just leave it like that. And then all this wheel down here, you can also actually, move. So you can move it away like this. And, you can also bring it up and down. And obviously you also have toe articulation like this as well. You can actually swivel your feet. So everything is possible in these figures, right? So it is really incredible. Wow. I don't know what to say about this guy. What's not to like here? You got really good for your money. This is nearly like a 1/6 scale size, and also you got a lot of die cast. Heavy as well. I would say about 800 grams for sure. It's not heavy as the previous Optimus Prime, but it's definitely not too bad. That loads of weapons and the posability is insane. I'm just appreciate all the little details and engineering that go into these figures, and I just cannot wait to combine this one with the Jetfire. And when it come out, I just gonna open it straight away, and I just gonna start playing with it together and take a lot of pictures, and then gonna put it on my shelf, and then gonna look at it almost every morning, right? So before I go to work. So there we are, and this is really, really beautiful figures actually. I thoroughly recommend it if you are looking for new collectible figures. 3.0s are the best one to start You know, before you go to anything else like Hot Toys or any other brand, they are definitely worth looking for. You know, so anyway, I hope that this video is helpful, and I hope that it will help you to make up your mind if you haven't got these guys in your collection. So yeah, I'm definitely pleased with my figures. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, everybody.